It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we'll be watching the dynamic Tyreek Hill. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Giants and the Commanders, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New York Giants. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And they had it easy last week. They jumped out to an early lead and then put it on cruise control from there.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Leading them out, a 2-year starter at Ohio State and second overall pick in the draft, C.J. Stroud.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
Play action. Here's Stroud. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep.
Travis Kelce. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 46 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown of the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Adam Thielen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are on the board first here this afternoon. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And bringing them out is the rare southpaw in his 4th year, coming off his best season as a pro, Tua Tagovailoa.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. We might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Tua. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards there on a Washington first. A give running right is Akers. A strong running. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch that?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And the Commanders first down.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 catches, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call,
touchdown! Jamison Williams, 26 yards. And the Commanders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Stroud. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
18, Rattler, 18, Rattler. On the goal, on the goal. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Stroud looking to throw. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Giants. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Giants have taken the lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Tua sets up to pass it. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to find Jamison Williams. And now it's 3rd down. Well, come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. You talk about this Giant defense against the pass. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons. So now the Giants set to take over on offense.
They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Play action. Stroud now. His throw incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. On target over the middle to Hill. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Handoff running left, Patterson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Stroud to throw it. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On the return is Pettis. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a give. Akers running left. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
typically we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Tua's throw on target to Godwin here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. Dances by him. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
A gain of 15. First down, Commanders.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Giants are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field.
Come on.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for.
He's got a man complete. Down to the 10. And a rip the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyreek Hill, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring. And another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. KJ Osborne, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Derwin James with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the turnover, it's Tua. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Touchdown. Chris Godwin, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. New York ready to go again offensively. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Got a man, it's Patterson complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Straight ahead, Patterson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
He finds his man, complete. It's Patterson. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And the Giants send out their punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Commanders' offense set to take over. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime. And to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two. I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half. The same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
Yeah, both defenses back on their heels.
Ready.
2 and now on first down. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 2 and now on first down. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Godwin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. He finds his man, complete. That's Patterson. Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up. Stroud. Another completion right back to Patterson. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now they'll go play action here with Stroud. This one into the hands of Thielen. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, here's Stroud. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Here's Stroud. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Now Tua. And his throw here is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And it's the Raiders who have the lead in that one. Keenan Allen, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Rashee Rice, a touchdown reception. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Desmond Ridder with a couple of touchdown passes. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. So here is Washington now to take over. They lead things here as they start 1st and 10, trying to get rid of that bad taste in their mouth from the loss last week to the Atlanta Falcons. Now Akers to start the third quarter on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Commanders' first down.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. 63 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
That pass caught. It's Williams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Washington.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Williams. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now the try here for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Stroud now on second down. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Giants. 42 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Stroud out of the gun here. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. His pass complete to Rucker. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Washington.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They'll find Osborne here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. That's caught left side. Ruckert with it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Akers. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Again, it'll be Akers. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Well, hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 2 and now, third and goal. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. K.J. Osborne with his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. A 10-play drive that time, and the result, a touchdown for Washington. This taken in at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Tyreek Hill. With career touchdown number 96, he joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Carlson on for the PAT. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, pass, pass. Finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded at the 20. Able to power through. That'll be a 47-yard punt. Officially 5 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Stroud working out of the gun. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown Giants. Tyreek Hill, 66 yards. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. But Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
Well, look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a...
That's caught inside the 20.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. The mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Commanders preparing for their next possession. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do.
And Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. Runs through the contact. Cordell Patterson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Cordell Patterson. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Giants add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Washington offense set to take over. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Over the middle and hauled in by Osborne. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From midfield, here's Tua. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Jay Tufele busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Tua going to throw. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Looking to pass. Tua. Pass caught here by Osborne. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there of 22.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. They're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And they're going to speed things up here. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. That's out to the flat for Akers. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
It's a turnover on down.
Unlock line! Unlock line!
Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. A tackle made by Boye Mafe. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, Patterson. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Stroud. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. So no gain on the play. And it'll be 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. Now Washington down by 12. A minute 55 remaining. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. Here's Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Throwing Tua. He'll dump this off to Akers. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Well, the crowd here at MetLife Stadium in full roar. 3rd down, Tua. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. Now Tua. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80%.
Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Tua to throw. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Tagovailoa. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Come on, come on. Hey. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Go.
And they will take a knee here. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Jets, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for Washington, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.